Al Kaline's the best ball player I've seen in a Tiger uniform, no question about it. Great consistency, so good on a consistent basis that we never really appreciated how good he was because he had such a high level of consistency. But he could hit, he could run, he could field, and he could throw, and I don't think I've ever seen a right fielder more adept at going over in the corner, grabbing that ball on the bounce and turning and firing to second base to hold the runner to a single instead of letting the runner get a two-base hit.
Few players have defined their teams well enough to earn the title Mr. followed by their team name. Ernie Banks was Mr. Cub, Tony Gwynn was Mr. Padre, and Al Kaline was Mr. Tiger. There were few players who could hit, field, run, and throw as well and as consistently as Al Kaline. For just over 2 decades, Kaline gave Tigers fans someone to depend on. So to begin, I'm going to feature a card that is not part of the basic set registry, but one that I felt was an absolute must for the collection. So this is a 1979 TCMA signed Al Kaline. Now, funny enough, Alex, Bowman 53, featured a very similar looking card in his recent video, Cards That Never Were. So definitely go check out that video and Alex's channel. It is just fantastic. He had mentioned in the video how much that I would love the card, and I do, so much so that I had actually recently picked it up, coincidentally. So this card is stunning for a few reasons. First off, I love Al Kaline's pose. Very young looking in that picture. The card is very reminiscent of the 1953 Bowman color design, which is just a gorgeous set. And then I was really drawn to Al Kaline's autograph. Now, he usually has a very clean signature, and certainly this card is no exception. However, it looks great because it is signed in blue, bold Sharpie. Al has signed the card horizontal, right across, whereas sometimes you'll see his signature on a bit of an inclination. And then he also dotted the letter I, albeit not right over the letter, but still a unique feature that is not seen very often with Al Kaline's signature. So for all of those reasons, I felt that this card was just stunning and really excited to be able to add it to the collection. So next up, we're going to kick off the set registry editions, where it all ended for Mr. Tiger. So the first card that I'm going to feature is the last of Al Kaline's career. So this is 1974 Topps card number 215, graded a near mint to mint 8 by PSA. This card looks great in the lighthouse flip there. On September 24th, 1974, Kaline joined the 3,000 hit club, becoming just the 12th player in MLB history to do so at the time. After reaching the milestone, he announced he would retire. So no longer would Detroit fans be treated with the amazing play of their beloved right fielder, who had graced the field for over 20 years. Kaline's 1974 Topps baseball card shows him playing first base, flanked by the Detroit Tigers team name at opposite corners of the card in nice red banners. Very clean design on the 1974 Topps. If you turn it around, give you an idea of the back. The cartoon lets us know here that Al coached at first base for the Tigers for part of 1973. So kicking off the registry editions with Al Kaline's last card, the 1974 Topps. So next up, I'm going to feature Al Kaline's 1973 Topps. This is card number 280, graded a near mint to mint plus, an 8.5 by PSA. Again, in the lighthouse flip, looks really sharp there. Now, 1973 was the year that Al Kaline won the Roberto Clemente Award, and Kaline called that one of the finest honors in his career. The tragic death of Roberto Clemente in 1972 left a hole in baseball's heart, but the league did a great thing in honoring the legend by naming such a fine award after him. Now, the 1973 design, it's kind of cool. It's pretty straightforward, but it has enough pizzazz to keep it fun. We can tell that this is clearly a spring training shot, as evidenced by the palm trees in the background there. Now, Kaline batted a career low 255 in 1973, and he failed to play in more than 100 games in a season since his debut late in the 1953 season. So if we turn it around, give you an idea of the back, we'll see that Al Kaline had never played in the minors, which is a pretty incredible feat there. So we'll just place this card in the backdrop here next. So next up, I'm going to feature his 1972 Topps. This is card number 600, and it is graded a PSA near mint 7, again in that lighthouse flip. I think this card looks really great for a 7. Sharp corners, nice centering, no print defects there. Now the 72 design is instantly recognizable. Kaline hit over 300 for the last time that year, finishing the season with a .313 batting average and 278 at-bats. Now, the card design here is rather psychedelic, and it's almost comic book-like, but no doubt shows that Topps intended on a design that reflected the times. It also displays a really nice shot of Kaline leaning on his baseball bat, and you'll notice the absence of his position and all positions for players in this set. And that was a very unusual move for Topps. So a defining feature of this particular card. Again, give you an idea of the back there. Very clean. And happy to add it to the set registry. So we'll just place that in the background there next. So there are my first 3 additions to Al Kaline's basic set registry. It's been a lot of fun so far. I've really enjoyed the chase and looking for all of these cards and, of course, sharing them with you. So I hope everyone enjoyed this first installment of Kaline's Corner. I'm looking forward to adding more cards to the registry and sharing them all with this incredible community. So, as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for caring, and I will see you in the next one.